was an incredible, exciting, and entertaining game, okay? Unfortunately, my Dallas Wings lost, okay? The game concluded with the freaking Atlanta Dream having 88 points and the Dallas Wings had 85 points. We lost by just 3 points. That fourth and final quarter had me stressed out. I can't believe how good of a game that was, guys. I don't care what nobody say, okay? I gotta give the Atlanta Dream they props. Last season, they barely made it into the playoffs, and when they did, they got destroyed by the New York Liberty, of course, in the playoff season. This year under Carl Smesco, again, last season, I ain't trying to like throw the good sis under the bus, but last season they had Tanisha Wright as their head coach, and she is now the assistant coach, one of the assistant coaches for my Chicago Sky. And under Carl Smesco, they are just flourishing, okay? They also got some new pieces, such as Tahina Pow, Brianna Jones, Brittney Griner, okay, for the Atlanta Dream. This game was just so good. In this game, Ryan Howard was out, of course, due to injury, but it was like as soon as like it was like the tip off, it was go time. Okay, they were matching each other's fly. They were matching energy. Okay, if Tahina Pow hit a three, Paige Beckers hit a three. Brittney Griner made a layup. Haley Jones made a layup. Like it just kept going back and forth. I love when hoops is like that. I don't like blowouts. I don't like predictability. I don't like, it's like, oh, it's giving, so and so is going to win. And again, like it's just so many games that's going on. I'm gonna have to call the Minnesota Lynx game tomorrow along with the Indiana Fever game tomorrow because it's just like it's already getting late. I'm low-key getting tired. I'm trying to get on a better sleep schedule. But so again, like you'll expect those video analysis tomorrow. But in this game, we see the Atlanta Dream. We see my Dallas Wings actually keep up with the Atlanta Dream into the third quarter. The third quarter, again, it was like a bipolar issue that we had. We lost our just swag and everything. We just was getting beat down. Okay, we were deficient in points, and then again towards the end of the third quarter, that's when we actually got it together because of Haley Jones, Paige Beckers, Dejanay Carrington, Enrique Ngubawale, even Lee Uru. Okay, everybody was moving and grooving, but it's like we really could have won this game, and we almost did win this game. But Naz Hillman was a terrorist, guys. First of all, I've noticed about the Atlanta Dream in this current season, Carl Smesco is really giving her some minutes. He's giving her points. Again, shout out to Naz Hillman. She's getting her name out there. She's getting more minutes. She's getting more gameplay. If you guys don't know, she's an Ohio girlie. She is from Cleveland, Ohio. Again, I rep Columbus, Ohio. Born and raised, still here today. And Naz Hillman did not get much minutes. She was not a starter in last year's season, okay, for the Atlanta Dream. And now we see her get more minutes. She cooking up. And in tonight's game, she was the leading scorer for the Atlanta Dream. So let's break this down. So in the first quarter, the Atlanta Dream scored 26 points. The Wings, we scored 21 points. We just trailed by just 5 points. The second quarter comes around. The Dream scored 18 points. We scored 19. The third quarter comes around. The Dream scored 18 points. We scored 24 points. But in the fourth and final quarter, this is when it was done, bro. It was a done wrap. It was a wrap like Saran for us. The Dream scores 26 points, whereas we scored just 21 points. Now, again, that final 2 seconds in the inbound pass, the Dallas Wings, they throw Paige Beckers the ball. She tried to make that attempted three that'll tie the game, and we would have had forced the game to go on to 5-minute overtime. But unfortunately, she bricked it. I was like, no. Naz Hillman hit that three, got them to 88 points, and Paige Beckers would have hit that three. It would have been, instead of 85, it would have been 88 to 88, and possibly this would have been a completely different video. Maybe we could have got the dub. We could have won the overtime 5 minutes if it would have went to that, but it didn't, unfortunately. And it's just like I was so sickened because it's like we only had 2 seconds on the clock. But Paige Beckers, the inbound pass, she was able to. The inbound passer was able to find Paige at the 3-point line. She checked it up. She tried, but it just did not go through the hoop. Now let's talk about the individual player statistics because again, the Dream is really impressing me. Okay. Honestly, if you ask me, I think that the Atlanta Dream, I don't know what I'm going to title this, but I just want to give their accolades. I got to put some respect on their name, man. Atlanta Dream is a team to follow. I'm going to really start paying attention to their games because I think they have a pretty good, chance at the championship this season. Like, you got to remember, the WNBA is unpredictable. Again, this is the same team. Now, even though Dallas Wings tonight versus the Atlanta Dream game, they did come close to beating them, this is the same team where it's just last night, guys, yesterday, the Dallas Wings destroyed the New York Liberty. Okay, they were dominating the New York Liberty at the halftime mark. They was up like by 30 plus points. But then it wasn't until the fourth and final quarter, like a bunch of goofies because of Chris Coclanis, okay, aka Coach Chris Clown, he allowed them, again, they just can't close out games. They allowed the New York Liberty just to attack them to the point where they was coming up. They were making a run for it. Okay, so you have on one hand, last night we beat the New York Liberty. Like we just destroyed them, And then today we get beat by the Atlanta Dream by just 3 points. Again, it's like, honestly, for this current season, people keep on saying like, oh, it's gonna be a repeat. It's gonna be Minnesota Lynx versus the New York Liberty. I don't believe so. I think it'll be the Minnesota Lynx. Definitely, they're gonna make it to the finals. But I don't think it's gonna be them versus the New York Liberty. For the Atlanta Dream, Brianna Jones scored 14 points. She had 3 assists, 6 rebounds. Brittney Griner, speaking of her, she got 2 technical fouls and was subsequently ejected out of this game in the third quarter. Can you believe it? Okay, she only had 4 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Tahina Powell had 11 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. Alicia Gray had 15 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Maya Caldwell had 13 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. And Nas Hillman, again, she was the leading scorer of tonight's game for her team. She had 21 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound. Shatori Walker Kimbrough had 3 points, 0 assists, 3 rebounds, and Nia Coffey had 7 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And for my Dallas Wings, Haley Jones, again, shout out to her. I'm not sure what her situation is because, guys, she used to play for the Atlanta Dream for her throughout her entire career in the WNBA. You could see like her and Nas Hillman was kind of like joking and playing, like it was like an intense moment in the fourth quarter. They was like pulling on each other, tugging on each other like in a joking manner. Because again, like they were teammates for so long, and I'm sure like it was kind of, it was refreshing, but it was also kind of like, bittersweet to see your former teammate, you got to go up against them. But it's like, I'm not sure the situation, but I knew like the last update we had about Haley Jones that the Dallas Wings had signed her to a 7-day hard contract. They need to stop playing in her face and give her a permanent contract. Because again, no tea, no shade. I've been seeing some reports. Okay, I didn't want to like speak on it. I'm not gonna put it in the title, but I'm just tell y'all right now. Okay, I'm gonna share with y'all a little bit of tea. And now if it does come out to be true, I'm gonna make a whole video about this. They saying that Dejanay Carrington is, looking to be traded. So who knows if she leaves? And I can't stand all the musical chairs. Everybody just hopping from here to there. Everybody homie hopping, team hopping. But if Dejanay Carrington is to leave, it'll allow some cap space. They better sign Haley Jones. I love her. I love her game. Louisa Geisenstoder, had 11 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Paige Beckers was the leading scorer in tonight's game for both teams. She had 23 points, 7 assists, 2 rebounds. Arike Ngumbawale had 12 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. JJ Quinterly had 5 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Dejanay Carrington had 8 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Maisha Hines-Allen had 5 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Lee Yuru had 7 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, and Isaiah James had 2 points, 0 assists, and 1 rebound. Again, shout out to the Atlanta Dream. If you guys follow how they used to play in the last season, the 2024 WNBA season, look at where they are now. Look where they are at today, how they played. With or without Ryan Howard, with or without Alicia Gray, Nas Hillman then stepped up. Okay, she's becoming more of a leader of this team. Again, mark my words, not only will they make it into the playoffs, I could see them making it to the semifinals, possibly the finals. I don't know what they're on. I don't know what Carlos Mescal got them girls on. He got them taking creatine powder every day. Okay, that's what I got right here. Okay, today I ran like 2.5 miles today. I'm about to get in the shower after this and just possibly go to bed, maybe do a little bit of homework. But tomorrow I'm gonna watch that Fever game. Only got to watch the first half. And, I didn't even watch any of the Minnesota Lynx games because, again, the WNBA schedule is crap, okay? But back to the point. Carlos Mescal got these girls doing something, okay? Is it anabolics? Is it steroids? I don't know. I don't know if he got them on a strict diet, a strict sleep regimen, sleep schedule. I don't know because this ain't the same team as last season. But then again, what team is? It's been so many changes in this current season. It's just like what Quita Love Sports says. Anybody can get got. Anybody can get got. The Atlanta Dream is getting everybody.